What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel and howdy, Arrowhead Militia. You guys, it's been 4 months overdue that we take a sip with a group of people and have a little bit of a lazy podcast hour. With me, I have the Jinx and I have the Links, Hannah and Liam. Say howdy, hey.
Hello.
Yo, yo, yo.
That was not howdy, hey from either one of you. I am disappointed. Gosh dang it. Oh well. They'll do better next time. Maybe. But yeah, it's been 4 months. I mean, I've done a ton of stuff over on YouTube, including some farming sim stuff that hopefully we'll get back into. We've done repo. I've done operations in, Armor Reforger. Myself and Hannah, we did Ocean Block, which is again stuff that probably not going to be going to do again. Just Minecraft wise. Since then, we've lost Jones being a full-time member or even just in the Discord and active. We've done a lot of, War Thunder. We've done just a lot of stuff in, everything we've done since the last time, including some more saddening stuff. But yeah, before we get into this though, I do want to take a step back. I'm going to push this kind of stuff like I said I was going to. Kinetic. It is 3:30 in the morning and I feel amazing. I've opened up another can of Kinetic to push me through this hour of recording. And honestly, I've drank 5 of the 6 cans. And yeah, I can't say anything else that I haven't said already within the actual drink review. The drinks are awesome. I've actually been talking with personal friends of ours here in the community, Mr. Ryan. He's even thinking about jumping onto the train. So, all the links to the Kinetic, where you can buy it, it's down in the description, as well as the Discord and all of that. Also, if you guys are new, howdy, my name is Aaron. You guys can call me Arrow. This has just been what I've been doing since 2017, and then of course Twitch since last year, 2014, 2024. I can do numbers, but yeah, if it's something that you guys want to help out the channel, please do hit that like button if you are new. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure that the bell for the notifications are turned on. Comments and all that. Also, if you want to really support the channel by way of a little bit of funding, if you can do a monthly deal, consider joining the actual YouTube subscription or the members, or if it's just a one-time deal that you want to help me out with, the PayPal is always down in the description as well. So, I've already put links to bed. So, yeah. Back to it. It's 4 months, lads. How are you guys all doing? I know we've been talking daily, but for the audience, how you guys doing on a real note?
Oh, I've been doing good.
I'm then alright. For
Living
the
life?
most part.
For the most part. Yeah, I can understand the most part. Um, I will possibly touch into that, but we'll kind of take a little bit of a dive into links not being around DC as much going for the next few weeks. Why is that, Liam?
Yeah. So I'm not going to be around it because I'm going to be starting a new job, doing some landscaping. me being awake at like 3:30 in the morning to be picked up for like 5, 5:30 roughly, and going like an hour out, an hour and a half away from PC. So yeah,
It's
early
just
start
yeah,
and stuff like that.
and that's going to be for how long, roughly?
That is unknown at the moment because it could be a temporary job, or it could be a permanent job. Because this job that is an hour and a half away, uh, is for a few years at the most.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. So it's something that you could potentially actually get into as a full-time career,
Yes.
which that'd be cool. Talking about jobs and that kind of stuff. Um, I am potentially going to be getting into an editing job, which means that I'll actually be able to work from home, which is kind of interesting though, as I'll be editing for a bigger company, but as I'm editing their stuff, I'm gonna have to tentatively do their stuff as it's my job. I'll have to, mark my hours and all that for them. So it might get in the way of the actual YouTube and streaming and all that, but I'm hoping that it won't be an overabundance of stuff where I'll still be able to do my stuff and be able to patrol and do all that stuff as well. Um, so that'd be cool, and I'm still waiting on that call to see if it's actually going to be something I'll be offered a job. I've sent some of my recording stuff that I've done editing for over to them. They've sent it over to their IT guys, so hopefully after a few days of talking, they'll potentially call me back. Um, but on the topic of jobs, Hannah has been having a interesting time with their job, having to take some time away as personal life has kicked ass of the DCRP family. That's something you want to jump into, Hannah,
Yeah.
as we have kind of talked about it a little bit, but not on a podcast sense.
I lost my mother
And that's been
about about
been a week or two, right?
I don't know.
Something like that.
On the no, try a week.
So it's been a week, yeah. So
We done her funeral on the 15th of August.
yeah. So yeah, just a little bit over a week, almost going on to 2 weeks.
Yep.
So you don't necessarily have to, say your company name and all that, but um I think it's been really cool how they've been working with you with everything going on. What's been you know, your side of everything with your company? How has it been going with, work and all that?
With work and all that, they have put me onto like medical leave and all that.
And that was pretty much right.
From the That's probably for the 1st of August. No
Yeah.
enough.
I was gonna say they did that even before your mother passed away, did they not?
Yep.
Because they wanted you to be with your mom,
Yep.
which was really cool. And it's actually something that a lot of companies need to do. Like, granted, of course, both of you guys are over the seas. Of course, in Scotland and over in the UK, it's very much different compared to how it is here in the US. A lot of the time, you would need leave of some sort. Um, but of course, with the stint of everything with your mother, your job kind of understood a little bit more than a lot of people, and they were just like, "Yeah, you know what? Let's rearrange this and let's get them where they can be around."
Yep.
So that was really cool. On top of this topic, and we'll kind of skirt away from this as quick as possible because I know it's a little upsetting for a lot of us. But the last thing I want to talk about is more than likely a clip that you will see in the background. But we did a deal in DCRP that you guys will actually be getting the full video. You guys are going to just kind of see a teaser of it in the background. But for you guys that follow DCRP and HR Dreamcatchers Roleplay New Horizons, you will know that we have Sandy Shores Reborn, which includes a really neat little central park that we have renamed for Hannah in memorialization of her mom. So that was really cool. Talk me through that day, Hannah, because I know for you guys and even Liam, jump on this as well because neither one of you really knew what was going on. All you guys really knew that was I had something planned. So talk me through that day from your guys' perspectives.
Yeah, it was total a surprise to me.
Definitely hit you in the feels.
Yeah.
Liam, Mr. Muted.
Sorry, yeah. I was having a coughing fit a little bit.
Oh, fun. Don't smoke,
Uh,
kids.
but
But
no, that definitely hit me in the feels as well. That like, yeah.
Just-
to be honest, yeah,
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 I
yeah.
mean, that's it's as good as you can explain. Like I said, you guys will be seeing that video more likely this week, of course, following the podcast coming out, because I was actually wanting to do a little bit of a podcast so we could kind of tease that video. But I need to do this video before we really do more on YouTube because on the server we have new custom blips. We if have eventually being over the next few weeks, we are going to be working on the map of Roxwood for GTA 5 5M. We've got it where it's proper right now, but there's still stuff that we could tweak, maps that we could add in, maps that we could take out, that kind of stuff. So we're gonna tweak it to where it works well for us. But for the Roxwood, a lot of the police stations, the gas stations, and all that do not have markings. So it came to myself and Hannah to add those custom markings and other markings to like White Oak Mechanic and all of those, custom stuff we've put in. So it'll be really cool. And it's something that one of those marks is for the Memorial Park. And so I got to push content out so we do not kind of spoil that by way of the actual game. But we've already kind of given you a spoiler, little hint, hint, wink, wink at that video coming out here this week. So get excited. So, yeah, I mean, over the last few months, try to segue ourselves out of the more depresso espresso coffee juice, Java juice conversation we were having. The last 4 months, we've bounced around from game to game. Um, one being War Thunder, with of course Liam just jumping in, having some fun with us. We've done some farming sim, done a little bit of everything. So I want your guys's kind of kickback of what has been your game out, or what's been your favorite thing outside of course our normal stuff that we do, of course DCRP, and then of course just our screwing around we do in these or in the Discord. What's been your kind of highlight the last 4 months, game wise?
Mm.
Mm.
Not all at once, please.
I honestly, I honestly think War Thunder, because I'm trying to get better at it and stuff. Like just learning the ropes of War Thunder,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
Yeah, and you're starting to get up there in the BRs. Granted, of
Yeah,
course, with a little bit of premium assistance and all that.
yeah. I'm on 6-0 in at the moment.
Yeah, in the US faction.
Yeah, and I started what, roughly 5 months ago.
Uh, yeah, maybe give or take. Yeah, probably 5-6 months ago now.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, Hannah, what's been your game of tea that's been interesting you as of late?
The farming sim, old mind, and Minecraft.
Minecraft. And I wish, the Minecraft was just something I liked a little bit more, because it's like it's easy content to make. Realistically, it's just I need to find a mod that I like. And that's just been my issue. Is like we'll play a mod pack and then we'll go really heavy on it for a night, and then it just kind of it's like, oh well, I've got 7 recordings that I need to edit, and then
Mm.
by the time I get all that edited down, it's like, oh, I've got no motivation to get back on it because we grinded it out so heavily in just
Yeah.
that one
Yeah, it
night.
does. Yeah, it doesn't help when we don't have another person on it.
Yeah, which hopefully soon we'll start getting help outside of us two, because
Which I was planning to get on at some point.
yeah,
I was
and
just waiting on you guys.
that is the thing. Um, but yeah, no, all really fun stuff. The one game that I will say that I've absolutely been having a blast with, outside of course DCRP, is yeah, farming sim. That has been a game that I've been loving to do. Um, of course, for you guys that haven't been following along on YouTube, we have 2 deals going on right now. Echoes from Beyond the Barn, which is the 3 of us, and then of course Ryan, who plays over on the console side of everything. And then of course we have the one that Hannah was just talking about, which is the gold mining uh aspect of it, which is of course PC only, just simply because it's not cross compatible. But the gold mining stuff we're still trying to learn. That's why you've not really seen any content from there. Um, and it's been almost a month since you guys have seen any actual farming stuff, just in general. Um, Also another game that I've been really having fun with, that I have a bulk amount of content I need to start editing down, is Assassin's Creed Shadows. That game has been super fun as well. Something that I really easily could get back into, but it's just something that I've had so much content and I've been honestly kind of trying to live my life a little bit. And then of course with of course the health of Hannah's mother deteriorating, I prioritized being an, a good friend instead of having to push out content where I knew I could do other content and flip them around really easily instead of having to sit down and edit multiple hours of gameplay. It's been easier for me to just do really quick, 45-minute videos and then have a really quick turnaround on those. So I could have a little bit more time, spending, you know, trying to keep my friends' mind off of what's going on and actually being able to help on other projects that have been needing me, like DCRP, now that we're back up and going with that. So I do apologize, as a lot of those series like Assassin's Creed and the farming sim and all that stuff have kind of died out a little bit. Just know that I do have content still on my computer. I've got multiple hours of farming stuff that I will be pushing out. I have um the oh my gosh, what is that game? It was the game that we were doing together.
Beyond Two Souls.
Yes, Beyond Two Souls, that will be coming to the channel. So I got a lot of stuff. It's just I need a day or two to be able to really catch up on editing because I have about 75 gigabytes of content that I need to be able to push out, but it's just I need to have DCRP where we're not doing a lot of stuff on it and get it to a position where myself and Hannah and Liam, of course, are all super happy with where the game is, how it feels, and how it runs before I can take a few days off to actually be able to grind out the editing for my Assassin's Creed and all of that because I have probably close to 10 or 11 episodes of Assassin's Creed. But yeah, I just need to be able to break them down and edit. So, and I've got LA Noir that I still need to publish as well because I uploaded one video of it and then I quit playing it. So, yeah, that's basically where YouTube is. I do apologize again, but we'll get back on to the actual scheduling of everything because I want to go back to uploading and recording every day, especially where I have a lot of content that I could. I just need to get into a better sleep schedule, which I am not currently in as it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd normally be getting up in about an hour. But, um, my friends have kind of taken a little bit of a priority of making sure that they're okay. So I've done a little bit of a Jack Wit deal in my life and went back to being on the UK sleep schedule again. Yay. Um, but yeah, on the topic of content creation, recordings, that kind of stuff, are you guys planning a return of any sort anytime soon?
I'm thinking about starting to live stream again.
So possible Hannah return. What about Mr. Liam?
If YouTube lets me upload videos, then I will be doing videos.
YouTube videos of War Thunder or what?
Anything.
Anything.
Pretty much I'm a mix gamer.
Of course, as if your computer will be okay with it.
Yeah.
Um,
Hell, I used to stream 5M on this computer.
yeah, that's true. Before you started jumping around like an Enderman.
Yeah. Well, even that, even when I jumped around, I was still streaming.
Yeah. Well, that's what was causing you to Enderman around
Mm.
because of your internet and all that. Not wanting to
But
do
yeah,
stuff.
mainly, I'm a variety gamer, and I'll record anything.
Anything and everything.
Yeah. But most likely, if I do get back into recording, it'd be on the weekends.
Right.
So yeah.
Thinking about other stuff to talk about. We came in with no script at all.
Literally.
And we're not even 30 minutes into this. Which is funny because it feels like we've gone over a lot of stuff, but yeah, realistically, we've covered a lot of stuff in just 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I guess,
That's my back.
yeah, Hannah's kind of butchered her back, and I did my foot the other day too. So we're all in this together, except for Liam.
Yep.
He wants to be special, like normal.
Nah, to be honest, my foot is causing me issues from when I dislocated it a couple of years back.
Oof.
So yeah, and my back. My back's also killing
No, I think all of us anymore have back issues.
me.
Like I know my back's super screwed up.
Yeah.
But,
But
Back being screwed up for 2 days, not
yeah,
yeah,
that ain't fun.
my foot's been killing me for well, a couple of weeks now, but I dislocated it while bouncing on a trampoline at a crew event for McDonald's.
Oh, God, ow.
Yeah. And I couldn't walk on it. Well, when I put pressure back on it, it snapped it back in place.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ow. Just ow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I'm shocked. Which I'm shocked it actually did that because I couldn't put pressure on it for the first step.
Yeah.
But then when I put the pressure on it, it went back.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
we did have a little bit of development within server actual companies. One of our unnamed companies finally got a name.
Oh yeah, it did.
I wonder whose company that was.
Hello.
What's the new name?
One of my so the new name is Kendra's Corner.
That is going to be, of course, the coffee shop.
The
Owned,
coffee shop, yes.
of course, by Kendra.
Yeah.
So, as we have some time to kill, about half an hour, what, and this will be open for everybody, what has been your favorite part of the new release of DCRP NH? And that could be including the development work and all that we've done today, even though we haven't really gotten around to roleplay on it.
Yeah. Honestly, my favorite part of DC is running the businesses, interacting with other civilians, like especially the new civilian that we've got.
Mr. Artemis.
Yes.
Yep. I do want to
So
just kind of hold you there for a second because
okay.
I want to stress to everybody when we first launched DCRP after we took a break away from it, the only person that had any like hi ho to open businesses was me. And it was like pulling teeth to get these guys to open a business. And now that they own a business, I have answers like that where people are understanding how fun it is to own a business. Ain't that just something, ain't it, people?
Mm.
Yep.
But anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I had to point that
But
out.
yeah, owning the businesses, interacting with other civilians, uh, pretty much having fun on the server.
Yeah. So, Hannah, outside of course, our lovely, lovely development work that we have to do every other night, what's your favorite part of it? Because I can tell you now, that part isn't her favorite. It kind of sucks.
Yep, it is. But we have to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
My favourite part is Hannah and Bella getting back together.
Okay, that's a good one. Also, Liam, June will
Yeah.
remember that. Um,
You got.
I can't what?
I was gonna say, can't use it out of RP.
Watch me.
That's my other favorite as well. To be honest, that is my other favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Kendra getting a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
When Mickey and Rook.
Yep, McGee Brooke. We have a lot of couples nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, also Gibbs will remember that too.
But
I'm saying Gibbs.
mm-hmm.
God damn it. That
Hey,
was
watch
that
your
was a
language,
year.
child.
I didn't swear.
No, it's weird.
Yes, you did.
What did I say?
I'll put it in the chat. That
Oh,
you
okay.
you guys heard nothing. It's all going to be just a quack. That's all you're going to hear. And yes, I am going to use that still. You guys are welcome. But yeah, you guys don't. You didn't hear what he said. I heard what he said, and it disappointed me because I just told him we're gonna start watching our language.
Sorry, it just slipped out.
It's terrible when we can cuss and we don't even realize it.
Yep.
Literally.
I am that way too. More than
That
likely
was
through this recording, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I cussed there, and nobody mentioned it," and all
Yeah.
you're gonna hear is like quack.
But no, that was we we got that relationship going like a year ago. That's why I forgot. That's why
It's not been
I
a year. It's been like
was it not?
it's been like 4 months
No.
because it was basically right before Hannah's mom started getting really ill.
Yeah, okay. But
Um,
yeah,
or at least
interacting.
I think it's
Yeah,
been only 4 months.
I don't think it has.
I could have swore it has been.
I think it's been like
if it's been any
6,
longer,
7 months.
if it's been that long, then we're not doing great for them.
Mm,
We haven't done anything for them.
yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's been like 6, 7 months.
Welcoming a fuzz new friend. I don't even remember if I made a video off of it. Could
I
have
don't
swore.
think you did.
I could have swore I did. I guess not. The world may never know.
Mm. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been like 6, 7 months roughly.
Maybe. Yeah, we need to do something for them.
They need to finally get married.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. So, yeah, my favorite part, honestly, of course, outside of the relationships, that's of course all just story stuff. And of course, if your favorite part of DCRP isn't the storylines, then don't let the door hit you on the way out. But honestly, what's been really fun for me is watching you guys kind of blossom with your guys's um businesses and watching you guys interact with each other and of course the new people that have been coming in and out of the server. As of course we've had a few people in and out. One of them didn't last, and then we have Artemis, who was very, very green to roleplay and all of that, and he's done awesome. It honestly, he blended in with the group really easily, and it's been really nice.
Mm.
And then we had another guy that he didn't blend in very well with us, which, it's gonna happen. So yeah, it's been really cool. Watching you guys, kind of sprout your wings and realize the freedom of liberty that you have with your businesses and whatnot. Because of course, all of you guys on YouTube, you guys have seen, or even on Twitch, you've seen me run businesses for years at this point now. And so everybody kind of understands how I do my businesses. They are pretty much just free will, you do what you want to do. And seeing, you know, how, you do the car dealership where, you kind of cycle through stuff. It's neat. Instead of just having a mixture of stuff and only having, 3 different cars out and then a handful of trucks, you have your trucks out at one point in time, you have your cars out a different time, your supercars, so forth and so on. You cycle through it. So, yeah, if you come by and you're looking for a car, well, we might be showing trucks that day. Or, if you come back within an hour, whatever, there may be cars out. You never know. That's why you gotta keep your eyes out on businesses and games. So, yeah, it's been really cool. I will say the one thing that I really kind of been struggling with is motivation to bring out older characters, like of course Rigby Benson, Shaw, Bella, and all them. My older, my original characters, because recently I've been doing so much more stuff with the newer characters, as it's just been kind of a breath of fresh air, and it's given me a little bit more liberty of doing more stuff than I normally would with my older characters. So it's kind of sad because I'm kind of weeding out my original people like Rigby, like Bella, and all of them. That is kind of where the backbone of my YouTube channel came from, is off of those characters, and I'm slowly, gradually going away from playing them just in a general census. So kind of been my kind of thorn, is dealing with balancing what characters I play. And I don't know if that's necessarily been something you guys have been noticing, but it's definitely something I've noticed over the last few weeks, especially now that I've been introducing newer characters like Brooke and June, Mark, and all them.
Mm. Yeah, it's been difficult balancing all mine out as well.
Just something that gotta do, because in total I think I have like 11 characters. Of course, some of those being, dogs and stuff for law enforcement, but I have more characters than I have time, and more characters that I've got, storylines for. It's just, in some ways or another, like, some stories just kind of die out, or they kind of stall out, while other storylines, kind of like Kendra and June's, they kind of blossom, and then it blossoms into a whole nother deal that also then takes off.
Yeah.
Where, especially where, like, Brooke and McGee, that storyline, of course, kind of blossomed into something where it was just super sweet, and then, it kind of took off, while stuff like Miss Green and Kai, what could have happened from that never kind of took off, as for a lot of it was, some cases we try to start something and then we end up going to bed right after, so it doesn't have the time to evolve or blossom into something. And then it just kind of goes, oh, well, we had that, but we also have these storylines going on in this patrol that we're chasing after, instead of trying to pick up role play that happened like the day or even a week or two before that role play. So there's a lot of stuff that I wish I could kind of go pick up on again, but at the same time, it's just, I've got so much stuff going on already. It really, it's already hard to tackle everything and keep everything kind of going. But it's also something that a lot of us kind of have our like 2 or 3 characters that we like to play, and we don't do other characters outside of their actual profession, which is something a lot of us need to work on, playing those other characters as just a normal civilian. And, or even in the case of like Blue, for one, just go out and do something with him as an actual character, not somebody that's going to go out and just cause havoc.
Mm.
And it's kind of my thing with my Marshall Gibbs. Even when I do play him as a civilian, quote unquote, I'm out there more or less mingling with people that I already know, kind of either has a business or they're a target of interest of me for whatever reason. So even while off duty as McGee, or not McGee, but Gibbs, I'm still technically working, which is something that I need to stop doing. And I need to just roll around as Gibbs as just a civilian and try to go and create, you know, a role play with him outside of him doing his job. Because it's like Brooke. That very first scene was her doing a job, but it ended up sprouting into other stuff, which was why Brooke, to me, caught on so well within DCRP. It was just simply because we had the time, because we had that whole day of patrolling to start role plays with her, which did, and ended up with somebody getting murked. We don't talk about him. He's in a better place.
We don't talk about that guy.
We don't talk about Mr. Powers.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's just something that it's like there's a lot of stuff that I want to kind of relive or revive, like the potential of like Kai and Miss Green. Even like stuff as simple as June and Tess going out and doing stuff, because it's been months since even June and Tess have gone out and done something together, because we started working with those characters and we've fallen into that trap of, oh, these characters are now in the workplace, we can't do anything with them fun. But with the new map, we've got the racetrack, we have all of that more, or that space to explore, a little bit of dirt roads, all that. So it'll be interesting to see how many of us going forward when we're actually in the new area, how much of us are actually going to want to go back and work versus go out and actually explore and have fun with, you know, their friends. Because I know, and wink wink, there are camping areas spread out through the new map that I'm now spacing the name of,
Mm.
Roxwood. So it'll be interesting because I know for the next few patrols, probably for the next like week or two, I plan on just patrolling up in Roxwood to allow everyone to kind of get a general idea of how it lays.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically what's going on with DC. So let's talk.
But yeah,
Go ahead.
sorry. You know when we were talking about Miss Miller
Mm-hmm.
and Gibbs? I first created that character 10 months ago, and that's when Gibbs proposed to Miss Miller.
Yeah, it's been a while. We need to do more stuff with them.
Yeah,
But
10 months ago I went up into our 21s.
yeah, then again, we did kind of step away from 5M for a bit there too,
Mm.
because we had to revamp everything.
Yeah.
So that's also kind of what happened. Then we took a break away, of course, when Hannah's whole thing started.
Yeah,
So,
true.
I mean, it doesn't feel like that long ago, just simply because we really didn't do too much with them. And
Mm.
it's because we haven't really done too much in the actual server either.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, it was on the 12th of October.
Hmm.
So almost a year when I created the character.
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, enough of the actual gaming and that kind of stuff. I know this is something that a lot of us don't really talk about, as you know, we're guys and we're part of the actual friend group. It's something that we don't talk about a lot, but mentally, how are you guys doing?
I'm alright.
Mentally, I'm all right. I'm obviously with this new work, I'm going to be a little bit better with money wise because I was getting a bit stressed with how much money I had in my account. But
Yeah, at least you're doing better than I am.
yeah,
$15 to my name. Let's go.
you're definitely doing better than me
Not for long.
because I'm in the minuses right now.
Well, the only reason I'm not in minus is because I've shut everything down.
Hmm.
Because I mean, if I still had my iRacing and all that stuff, I'd be in the negatives really easy.
But
But
yeah,
no,
I'm not going to say how much I'm in the minuses right now.
I've cool 400 to 500 quid. That's fine.
Roughly around that, like 300.
Okay, I wasn't too far off. That was a guess.
Because I literally just got paid for universal credits today.
Ah,
Otherwise, I would have been 600 quid
oh
in.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nearly 700.
that's not fun.
Mm.
So, Hannah, with of course all that stuff going on, realistically, and I'm gonna kind of pressure this. Realistically, how are you?
Um,
Like, no sugarcoating. I want to know how you guys are.
not sure. Going. I feel like I'm not really there.
Okay. We'll go back to you, Liam. No sugarcoat. How are you?
Stressed.
All right. Well,
Not not more stress as us.
yeah, I was
Mm.
about to say there's
But
stressed, and then there's us.
but other than that, I feel fine.
Okay. So we'll go back to you, Hannah. Outside, of course, with all the stuff that's happened within the last week or two, of course, with family, because of course everyone understands after a loss of a family member, of course you're gonna not be there. But outside of that, where you at mentally?
Mentally, I'm in the middle, you know.
You're just kind of existing.
Yep. Take day by day, each time.
Yeah, I mean, get it. So, um, I'll be honest, because again, no sugarcoat. Uh, I've been better. I've been a lot better. I have, especially within just this last week, I've been going through a lot. Um, it was actually a week ago, basically tomorrow, on the 20th, I put out a message on my Discord where I let it out. And I'm not gonna read it here because, of course, I'm trying to keep my language to more family oriented uh, tone, but I wasn't having it. Um, just simply because, as you guys heard, I'm to $15. I live every month, paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes I don't even get a paycheck, so it sucks. Mentally, I've been doing really bad. Um, I've been paying attention to statistics and my channel all too much more than I should. Just simply because at the very beginning of my YouTube career, I told myself I was gonna just do content as long as I was having fun with it. I wasn't really gonna pay attention to the statistics. I wasn't gonna pay attention to the money. I wasn't gonna care. As long as I was having fun doing content, I was gonna keep doing it. But over the last few months, that fun has turned into a job. Basically, I've, like I said, been way too focused on a lot of the crap that I shouldn't be. Viewership, all that stuff. And it's just simply because uh, when I started this in 2017, I was a kid. I was in a pretty decent job, and I didn't really have to worry about YouTube. I didn't have to worry about the income from YouTube because I was in a job. Fast forward today, where I've been with a job for 8 years, scraping the barrel for a little bit of money to be able to pay rent and taxes and all that. I've been feeling really trapped. Just recently, today, as of just recently, I've just figured out in life that I don't necessarily need the money to have fun. And I talked with my family the other day, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? If you want to get your license, pay for the, we'll pay for you to go do the testing and all that." So, legitimately today, I started to study for my driver's license, so I could actually not feel trapped for once. Because, and I've said it in many messages throughout my Discord channel and everything, I feel really trapped. I walk around, do basically nothing. Uploaded a video 5 days ago. By the title of feeling trapped. But that's legitimately just how I've been. I have been fighting myself, and I've been fighting to find motivation to keep going. And that motivation that I have been finding is simply from DCRP, because I finally seeing it get to the point where I'm happy with where it is. I don't feel like, it's just the run of the mill, server. It's something unique. And that's what I've wanted DCRP to be. But that motivation only lasts for so long before eventually I feel trapped again. And so, not being able to travel, not being able to go out and do stuff, um, excuse my language and excuse the colorful language, it's been kicking my ass. So, um, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm doing fine. Because realistically, I'm not. I'm not doing fine. I've been waiting for multiple months for a job to finally call me for the jails, just to find that they are now being sued yet again, and I probably won't see that job for another year. Um, so I'm looking for other jobs right now, which again I'm now waiting for again for a callback. So life's kicking my butt, and I'm not afraid to admit it. And like I said, I've let it out on Discord. I've let it out here on YouTube. I'm not gonna hide it from you guys, because at the end of the day, those two idiots that are in here with me, they look at me just like I look at them through my own eyes. We bleed red. We're all human. I'm not no robot AI generated crap. Like, I feel real emotions. This isn't the song I Robot. I'm not made of circuits and wires, I'm human. I'm just somebody that on a every other daily basis gets on a overly expensive computer to do overly crappy content for fun. And that's simply so I can try to keep you guys motivated and give somebody out there a little bit of a smile on your face when you need it. So, anyway, any of you guys have anything left to say before we end this up?
No.
That was really anticlimactic. I don't know why I asked.
Yeah.
Like, dang,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah, no, I don't.
But anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Arrowhead Militia, this is going to be probably the last podcast of this year. Maybe. Hopefully not. But as I said at the beginning of this year, I do actually plan on making these more regularly, at least once a month. So, if it doesn't happen by, of course, this next month and the following, I do promise that next year I'm going to do these a lot more. Just simply because I've set a goal for myself by October. I'm going to hopefully get my permit. I'm going to need my friends, especially here on Discord, to keep me motivated, to keep pushing me. And honestly, I need you guys to be on my butt to make sure that I'm studying at least every other day, or preferably every day. Because yeah, I want to get my permit by October, so I can get my my license. Because if I can get my license, then we can do some actual proper vlogs where I go out and do crap instead of just, twiddling my thumbs and walking around outside in the pitch black, which makes great content, I know. But yeah, I just need motivation because with ADHD, I lack that on my own. So I need people to kind of micromanage me, make sure that I'm doing crap. Because yeah, I have 2 months to get my permit, and I know if I really sit down and actually study, I'll be able to get it. I've done it once. I can do it again. So
I believe in you.
I believe I can drive. All right,
He
guys.
believes he can drive the world.
I don't want to drive the world. That'd make me tired. That'd make me really tired.
Yeah.
Anyways, with that all being said, if you guys have enjoyed, do leave a like, comment, and if you are new, or comment if you are new. What?
Comment if you knew, that's awesome.
Yeah, comment if you're new. Also, while you're commenting that you're new, hit that subscribe button. That's what I wanted to tell you to do. Also, make sure you guys that the notification bell is turned on and turned to all. If you do not, there's a chance that you may not get notifications at all, even if they are turned on. Like I said at the very beginning of this, links to the Discord, Patreon, PayPal. We do actually have a Patreon for DCRP, so that's just in the actual DCRP Discord, not in my description. But PayPal, my memberships, all of that down in the description. Also, if you guys need a little bit of something to keep you awake throughout the day, Kinetic. That's the drink I drink, and it's the drink I choose. It makes you feel real good, no jittery, no crashes, and a whole lot of ketones to keep you focused and sharp throughout the day. Go get you some. Link in the description. See you guys later. Peace.
Bye.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. They learned.